I would rather listen to a vacuum cleaner on repeat than listen to people slurp to noodles. It's so gross.
Set my heart on
Hello everybody, this is Gina Bear reporting to you for duty. This is the love of my life, Honey Bear, and welcome to my channel. So today we are going to talk about 25 things nobody tells you about South Korea, and I wish like somebody had told me some of these things because it would have been real helpful. But you know what? Your friendly internet madre is here to give you the 411. So before we jump into this video, I just wanted to introduce myself very quickly to those of you who are new. Hi, my name is Gina. I've been an expat abroad for literally the last 8 years. 3 of those were in Japan, 5 were in South Korea, and Gina Bear is all about feminine lifestyle, luxury travel, and kick-ass solo female travel. So if you like any of that stuff, please hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, and follow me on Instagram where all of the great stuff goes down. Alright, so thing number 1 no one tells you about South Korea is that a lot of buildings here are all about that keyless entry. So a lot of apartment buildings will have like one keypad in the front where you have to type that in to get into the building for the security, and then most doors here are also keyless. Like it's just all a keypad, and all you have to do is just remember that, and then boom, you get right in. Number 2 is that medical care is cheap and efficient, and it was actually much cheaper than Japan. I'm so happy about that. Like a couple summers ago, I was washing the dishes and then I split open my finger. It was like literally the worst day of my life, and I had to get 5 stitches in my finger, and because of the cheap and efficient medical care here, like I was able to get it taken care of. For the stitches and for the medication, it cost me a grand total of, are you ready for it? 30 USD. Like, America, you need to get on this socialized healthcare, because it is not a bad thing. Because if somebody is like hurt or sick or dying, they don't have to worry about going into a mountain of death. Okay, thank you. That was my public service announcement. So another thing no one tells you about South Korea is that the subways here are super clean and like super efficient. Like it was such a culture shock for me when I was traveling in New York City, how absolutely filthy the subways were. Like I could see rats running around. It was like super gross, but like I would never ever see that in the subways here, and I'm like, you know what, I can get on that. The 4th thing no one tells you about living in South Korea, or like South Korea, is that there's this concept of nunchi, and nunchi is being able to read like the aura of the room, which is kind of basically like mind reading. So if you have like good nunchi, you're usually like a very good people person. But this nunchi thing is really weird because I'm not a mind reader, okay? Number 5 is that Korea, of course, has the absolute fastest internet in the world. That 4G, 5G thing, I am all about that. And that's why like pro gaming here is like such a popular thing, because you don't get any faster than Korea's internet, legit. Number 6 is that it's okay to drink in public. So while in the United States, you know, it's not cool to be like cracking open your can of Budweiser and just drinking it out in the street, you can totally do that here in South Korea. You can just crack open your beer and just walk around with it. But yeah, you're not gonna get arrested for drinking out in the street because it is totally okay here. Number 7 is that a lot of South Koreans honestly think that Kim Jong-un is a joke. So when Kim Jong-un is like America's sitting there freaking out, South Koreans are like, ugh, there he is again, throwing his temper tantrum. He's just full of hot air as usual, because they've literally been making those threats since like the Korean War ended, and nobody cares. Everyone's like, yeah, whatever. He probably just wants aid, and then just give him money and rice to feed the people, and then he'll calm down again. That cafes here are a lifestyle. Like you're gonna find every sort of like crazy cafe imaginable, from like meerkat cafes, dress cafes, cat cafes, dog cafes, like whatever your flavor is, you're gonna find it here, which is like awesome, because like Koreans are super obsessed with coffee. So there's like 10 cafes and coffee shops on every single block here, no joke. And now, welcome to the super special halftime show with Gina Bear. We have a very special sponsor for today's video, and our sponsor for today is STEK. Yay! One of the cool things about STEK is that all other products are 99.9% antimicrobial effectiveness. So for all you germaphobes out there, for everybody who's like worried, this is the stuff for you. STEK has kindly sent me some antimicrobial products to share with you guys, and let's be real, since like Voldemort is like going around the world, this couldn't have come at a better time. So the first thing we're going to try out is this PPE shield. So I'm actually really excited to use this one on my plane ride home, because I'm going to be on a plane for like 14 hours, and like, let's be real, I don't want none of that like gross stuff like anywhere around me. Like planes, as much as I love traveling and being on a plane, like they're not exactly the cleanest of places. So let's give this one a try. Ooh, it's kind of got this little comb thing here and like a little band for your head. So, ooh, I like it. It's comfortable. Ooh, and it doesn't like really fog up, which is actually like kind of nice for me. They also gave me one in green, which is awesome. So I guess maybe I should put this one on because it matches my outfit today, but whatever. For the video's sake, we're doing it like this. So another thing they sent me is this translucent clean contact case, and this is actually really good for storing your masks. Like instead of putting it like on the table and like for it to get dirty, you can just like put your mask in here. And the reason why this case is tinged like a little bit yellowish is because it has a high copper content, which is like really powerful for antimicrobial properties. STEK was also kind enough to send me their antimicrobial mask, which I mean, like I said, of course, is like something we all need these days. It's made with Aero Silver, which is a premium microbial yarn containing a powerful zirconium silver compound, which has been proven to kill over 99% of harmful microbes over a short period of time. So this is optimal for like heavy duty use. And apparently it can retain its potency even after 30 washes. And this, of course, like I said, this is washable and reusable. So, ooh, it's comfortable. Okay, so it fits really well over my face. The dimensions are 17 by 13, and this is centimeters too. So, yes, your girl is gonna be rocking this fashion. What do you guys think? You like it? Now, also, one of the last things that I wanted to share with you guys is this awesome smile protector mask. And this one gave me like a hoot because, you know, nobody can see your face behind a mask. So if you put this mask on, you can see your smile. So that means if you're like rocking some really awesome lipstick, now everybody can see it. And also it's like anti-fog, so that's pretty cool too. The links to all the STEK products that I've used and were sent to me will be in the description box below and pinned in the first section of the comments. As always, thank y'all for supporting me. Yo girl is soon to be unemployed working for herself, so let's get on with the video. Number 10 is that there's free water everywhere. Like the water here is like filtered, so you can go into like a lot of restaurants or public places and you'll just find like a drinking fountain there and you can just like go and get free water, which is like pretty awesome. And I think that's great that like you can access clean water anywhere. Number 11 is that everybody follows the trends. Like if there's a trend out, like everybody's going to be wearing and having the same exact thing. Like for example, when Twice came out with like their cheerleader music video, I forgot which one it was. Everybody was wearing the cheerleader skirts. And then like the super long padded winter jackets that like were already a thing in Chicago, the Koreans decided it was their thing and now everybody wears them. But yeah, if you are super into the trends and like want to be on trend, you're gonna find it like immediately here. Like as soon as it comes out, you're gonna get it. Number 12 is that miniskirts and short shorts are a way of life. So if that's how you like to wear your clothes, by all means, nobody's gonna bat an eye and look twice at you. Number 13 is that Koreans are night owls. Like they're just twilight creatures. I think of them as like fairies. A lot of places here in Korea don't open literally until like 10 a.m. and sometimes even later, which is like wild to me because I'm a morning person. I like to be up early in the morning, but I have to wait to get stuff done until like 10 a.m. or later, which I'm just not okay with. But yeah, if you're a night owl, Korea is the place for you. Number 14 is that it's like super common to see university students busking. Yeah, believe it or not, like you'll see them out like dancing out in the street, especially out of HANGUL University exit 9. There's like a strip there where they just like dance and sing and all that stuff to make a little pretty penny or to try and go viral on social media. So that's kind of cool too. I've never seen that like anywhere else but here. Number 15 is that eating alone is just not very common. A lot of people eat in groups of 2 or like more, and a lot of restaurants will serve food for 2 people or more. So if you're eating alone, it's kind of a challenge here to do that. Number 16 is that there is a lack of ovens and dryers. So because a lot of meals here are either fermented or cooked on top of the stovetop, having an oven like is kind of a foreign concept. Like I'm literally a unicorn that in my house there's an oven because that is not super common at all. All right, number 17 is that Korea isn't like very vegetarian or vegan friendly, and like everything comes with like meat. So it comes with like pork or beef or seafood. So if you are strict in that, like chances are you're not gonna find a lot of places that cater to that, and you're gonna have to eat at home a lot, or you're gonna have to change your diet, whichever one comes first. Number 18 is that most Korean snacks are sweet. So like in the West, we kind of value like more of those savory snacks, but like every snack here that they say is like spicy, it's not spicy, it's like sweet and sour. Okay, so I know that's going to be a disappointment for many, or maybe that's just your flavor and that's what you like, but if you are into like savory salty snacks, you're really not going to find them here, like ever. So just give up on it right now. Going off of the whole food thing is that Koreans put sugar on top of garlic bread, which is blasphemy of the acutest kind, and I think it's the most disgusting thing in the world. The first time I actually ate garlic bread here, I literally almost spit it out because I'm like,
why is there sugar on top of the garlic bread? It's not supposed to be like that, but...
The bread here is also sweet and loaded with sugar, so I highly recommend you learn how to bake your own bread or find a Western bakery, or your life is gonna be real miserable. Number 20 is that public trash cans, they're not really a thing. Like, you're not gonna find them everywhere, which is why after a Saturday night in like a drinking district like Hongdae, there's garbage everywhere, especially like empty soju bottles, empty beer cans, all that kinds of stuff. I really think that Koreans should use these public trash cans because like people just kind of dump stuff wherever they feel like it, but hey, that's just my opinion. Number 21 is that the sidewalks aren't 100% even. Like, you really need to be careful when you're walking here. They use like these stones to pave the roads, and then over time like the stones get like uneven, and then there's some stones that are sticking up and some that are not. Like, I can't tell you how many friends that I have that have actually injured themselves from tripping over like these stones that are uneven. So just be very careful. And if you're wondering why Koreans are always wearing like gym shoes over like cute trendy shoes, that's why, because they don't want to kill themselves when walking on the sidewalk. Number 22, you are going to get judged constantly. Koreans judge others. Don't think that you're an exception to this rule. You're gonna get judged too. I've never had this happen to me, thank God. My coworkers are like really chill. But I know some people who have gone to work without makeup and their coworkers say like,
oh, you look so sick.
all right, and number 23 is that there's like mirrors everywhere so you can check the way you look. Koreans are vain. And I'm okay with that because, you know, sometimes I don't know if I got lipstick in my teeth, but that's one thing that might be a bit of a culture shock to you. And next, number 24, and this still gets on my nerves even today, is that like personal space is not really a thing. Like, people here are packed on top of sardines on top of each other. Like, I have had people walk uncomfortably close to me and like get really close to me when they talk. And like, as an American, I'm like, because that is my personal space, but like here they don't have that same concept. So that might be a little bit of a culture shock to you, but now you know. And number 25 is that some manners in Korea seriously scare me and they freak me out. And one of the things that I will never ever accept, like, I know this is part of their society,
and I don't care, I still think it's gross,
is that the slurping of noodles. Like, I would rather listen to a vacuum cleaner on repeat than listen to people slurp to noodles. It's so gross. And also, a lot of people here will stare at you, like, unabashedly. They just won't divert their gaze. Like, you can stare back at them and they'll just continue staring at you. Like, I think that's one of the rudest things ever, but they just don't care. Another one of their manners that I think is like really rude is that like the ajuma and ajushi, I've mentioned this in other videos before, but they will literally grab you and push you or elbow you out of the way. They're just so rude. They just expect respect, but they don't want to give it back to anybody else. And the last manner that I find just absolutely foul that Koreans do is that they spit in public. And I know when they're gonna do it because they sound like the Dilophosaurus from Jurassic Park, where it goes and then it kills you or whatever. That's what Koreans sound like. They're like, and then they spit. It's so gross. Out of all the manners, I think that is the most disgusting. Now you know. These are things that I wish somebody would have told me about South Korea. But anyway, I hope you all enjoyed this video today. If you like this video and you'd like to see more videos, please subscribe to my YouTube channel, hit that notification bell, and follow me on Instagram. And also give this video a like and let me know in the comments below if you want a part 2 to things that nobody tells you about South Korea. And also let me know which one you thought was like really weird or which ones you already knew. And I will talk to y'all lovelies later. Gina Bear, signing out.
I'm waiting and always hesitating.